Hello and welcome to FastFeet Mix. I'm your host FastFeet, and now we have a stream that works. I'm kind of surprised because I thought the technical issues would happen a lot earlier into starting streaming again. Apparently it took a few weeks to come in, so yeah, some unforeseen technical glitches occurred. Let's just say so. Um, Certain scenarios happened, IP addresses were swapped, and things shouldn't have happened that way. Teething issues in the new setup. So yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. We are now in full swing, and I said third time's a charm last time, but it's gonna have to be fourth time, I'm assuming. So yeah, So basically, we did not end the stream to change the title, although that was a partial benefactor of that. But yeah, we've had some internet drops and a few things just going on. But yeah, it seems like it's just more related to the actual connectivity I've got going on the network right now. So like I say, we will do some ironing on that front and make sure that runs smoothly from here on out. So yeah, I hope you all been having a lovely time off. This is like the fourth time I said it now. But it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up a little bit with some of the game. I've got to catch up on the league a little bit and get my account in slightly better standing. So we're going to be working on that tonight. So we're going to work on that. I'm going to ping just Andy because he's an old friend. See what's up. So yeah, I got him not eligible because I actually haven't had time to play this lately. Because of stuff going on in life. So yeah. I'm currently gold at the moment, and I was diamond and above before. So yeah. So we're just gonna. I'm pretty sure we'll be eligible for the league next week. It's just not now. So let's just do a chat here a second. There we go. We might have to change the setup in OBS a little bit. It's a little bit different. Yeah. So yeah, I was saying earlier as well how I've been chatting to a few people on Twitch, in the Sonic Rumble community as well, and catching up with some friends and some raiders that we've had in the last few weeks too. I think they wanted to catch up and play Rumble, but alas, we've been playing co-op games lately, so yeah, a bit of everything going on right now. So yeah, tonight we're gonna do a couple hours, provided it doesn't conk out again. Which I'm sure it won't at this point. But yeah, as tradition dictates, let's just go through and amp up the character where I can. What have we got? 1,400 spanners. It's an endless game of just trying to catch up with half of the stuff, so. Yeah, we still got the Smurf stuff going on. Now, I was thinking about this yesterday because I did play a little bit of Rumble yesterday, but what I do like is that Smurf stage is actually a bit more interesting than the damn Godzilla one. Because the Godzilla one was just go back and forth on the platforms. That was pretty much the gameplay. Very simple, very boring. At least with the Smurf stage, there's a sort of element of chance, whether you'll get through and what's the best route to pick. There's a bit more to it. It feels less like you can memorize a stage and that it might actually take a bit more to it to actually do it. So yeah, I should be playing this like every day, a little bit, but that's just not how the things have been going lately. I thought I would have all the other avatars by now as well, but apparently not. The one thing I will say is that they've definitely improved like what you can get in the game and how you should build your characters up and improve your progress, but now there's so much more stuff to deal with on the screen. So I don't know, like a bit of good and a bit of bad in that sense, really, I suppose. See, now I actually do want to skip ahead with the conveyor belt because now I'm going to do it 4 times. So. I've never actually wondered if you can control that a bit more. Just sort of went into its thing. Um, Maybe someone in chat can tell me that one day. So now we've got bears. My also side mission here is to just collect all the buddies as well. So yeah. So we have oh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, we're catching up all the buddies at the moment. I'm just gonna do the super load for now. Oh yeah, beginning of the stream, so much to go on about. Just knock on another Twitch channel. Oh, I don't know. Should I be doing that? I'll be streaming together. I have no idea how this will work, but maybe we try something new on FastFeet Mix, huh? That's kind of half the fun. Do, 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 do. I think just Amandi's a bit busy in the middle of doing a giveaway or something, so. But I think he's sort of co-streaming a bit, but hell, I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens with that. We'll let that cook in the background for now. Cool. So while we're at the beginning of the stream, just want to give a shout out to the. Well, we're going to be shouting a lot to other Twitch players tonight, probably. But if you want to check out the VODs, you can find them on Twitch, of course, on twitch.tv/FastFeetsMix. But you can also find them on youtube.com/@FastFeetsMix. Anything from there that we want to preserve long term, you'll find on there. You can also find out a bunch of our Sonic stuff on youtube.com/@FastFeet Media. The very old, dusty, but quite fresh at the same time archive of the Sonic videos is there. And there's also a bit of a growing following behind the Sonic CD videos on there because of Sonic 4 movie. So it's kind of strange looking at the comments on those. But yeah, I like the buzz that's around those videos. So. And yeah, we got them to remaster some of those videos a long time ago too. So, and he's just saying something. So yeah. Okay. All right, Andy. Yeah, that's the thing. If FastFeet Mix, if there were a late show on the internet, we'd be it. Alright, we will catch up with Andy possibly later. Maybe we'll do a bit of a collab another time. Not tonight, though. To be fair, I didn't exactly give him much notice, so yeah. Awesome sauce. Okay, it's all going off on outside of the game. Yeah. Speaking of which, find our Discord and the About Us page as well. I wish we had a nice easy link for the Discord, but we have not quite got to that point yet, so maybe someday. Oh, and could try and if it's the next bit of equipment we're going to go for, it's probably going to be a new microphone or a swing arm, something like that, so we can get more of a pro streaming setup going on. The microphone I got, geez, 2016, 2017, yeah, it's nearly 9, 10 years old, this mic, so I think it's time we got something a bit fresher going on. Ooh, well, some drops I can claim, which is always nice. Anyway, let's jump into the game a bit more. Let's just claim all the stuff to begin with. I would say Minecraft Sonic, but it's not Minecraft Sonic, is it really? It's just pixel block art. Still looks kind of cool though. I don't think it's quite my style, but yeah. We're not paying. We're cheapskate. Not cheapskate. Not cheapskate at all. We're just efficient and effective with our money. Okay, so some of the crew got together. Yeah, at least we did a bit of treasure hunting yesterday. Although I gotta say, I think that's the first time I've actually done a treasure hunt with the crew, so we have very much sailed on the open seas on this channel before, many a time. Those who are familiar with the histories, and yeah. We're a small crew, but we are hearty in our approach to finding the booty when we go and try and get on a treasure hunt. I don't know. We need to come up with some sort of motto for the crew really as well. I mean, I called us the fast feet to start with, but I say every week like we've got to change it to gotta go fast. That'll be so much cooler. Oh, I got a score boost, nice. Alright, this kind of all. Just a few. He felt like so much more than before. Whoa, okay. Wolf is usually top of the pack there. No pun intended. He's just really kicking ass. Nice. Let's just jump to some ring survival. Is anything going on? Maybe we'll get to some squad later. Maybe. Let's do some gameage, and then maybe we'll have a look at what we can collect and play with later. I might change my shadow skin too. It's really trying to have a character at some point as well. Alright, let's go, let's go. It's interesting to come back and see the Sonic community again, in a slightly different light. Different light. That makes it, I don't know, sounds a bit ambiguous. Not at all, it's just times changed, things have moved on, so it's a little different than how it was. Because the player pool's not massive in this, it's usually easy to find someone you know, which is always fun. And I'm a bit rusty, I need to up my game a little bit here. I hate that, he just gets denied from the cannon. What the? Everyone trying at once is what it is. If anyone's got any recommendations for better skills, I am all head ears because I can't seem to find anything currently a lot better than what I got. I have no idea who I hit then. Oh, jeez. I think I psyched myself out there. Well, we'll get through quick, but I'm not going to get a lot of points for that. Oh, thread the needle, thread the needle. Well, at least it wasn't the pinball flipper. No, 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 no. Oof. Yep, there we go. First. Oh, I hate that going down that thing. Ow! Jeez, grow up, child. Said the adult playing the Sonic game, probably made it for kids. I see that in the subreddit as well, on the Sonic subreddit. It's like, am I too young to like Sonic? Am I too old to play Sonic? Nah, all ages, man. If it was a board game, no, people ain't gonna know what a board game is. Well, alright, that's not true. People will know what board games are, but you know, it always has the age rating on the side. Like games are supposed to. All games have age rating on them. But Sonic, yeah, pretty universal. And there's definitely not any limit, I'd say. Just, I don't know. There tends to be a ceiling just because the game came out 30, 40 years ago. So, you know. Well, 35 for being technical about it. But I do like seeing some of my friends I've had for a while still doing their thing. So it is nice to see that. But as much as I do like playing the Sonic stuff, a bit of variety is definitely needed. Just smash through the block. No. Cool tea sounds like the discount version of iced tea. This is me. Well, we could get playing as some area though. It's interesting because the player count was going down quite a bit when it came to this originally, and it was, I don't know, January time. It does feel like it might have picked up a little bit though, just from the impression I'm getting. So I guess I could look them up with Steam charts. So yeah, yeah. Well, hey Tangy. So the great thing about this is that we start off a stream, call it what we think may happen. It's like you title a Twitch stream by a prediction. You're predicting what's going to happen. When we do the VOD or the YouTube later, we can rename it to what actually happened. So that's the sort of naming convention fun I'm having with it at the moment. So it is honestly a bit of a struggle just to try and come up with something which is a really appealing or interesting name a lot of the time. So. But, you know, it's half the fun. And a name doesn't make or break a stream. Okay. So, yeah. Four guys, but kind of Sonic-y. But, yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it's four guys, because it's just probably enough to differentiate it from one another. But the other side of this is, I can't remember what Fall Guys looks like now these days, to be honest, so... But the goal is just get as many rings as possible, so... I wanted the spring. Yeah, you do have abilities, and... Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I'll take that. No! Oh, right before that, jeez. Don't want to get hit in the last second or two. None of that, please. None of this. None of that. Yes, reaching first place just to all my amazing experience and talent from playing Halo multiplayer before, clearly. So yeah, rinse and repeat about 20 million times now. So, but there are different modes to play, so it's not just the same thing each time. Wow, we got quite a lot of toy capsule fragments for that, so nice. Yeah, it is. It's a mobile game at heart, so it is gonna bug you to buy stuff, but you don't have to buy anything ever. I've never spent a cent on this game, so yeah. Jeez, you never used to get 10,000 rings in this game. Now they're dropping them like all the time. Just to get you encouraged to buy stuff more. um, it's silly really because I go to a character screen. The percentage here is kind of the big thing because that's when you're in a league, which we're not this week because I've been playing it, but when you are, that really dictates how quickly you go up in the league. So that is what you really want to push that score, and you get a season bonus as well. And you do it by getting the characters and leveling up the buddies you can have as well. So yeah, all stuff from the Sonic franchise, some of it from Sega or other stuff too. But yeah, they've got Godzilla thing kicking here, so. But I just want to level up the ones we've got for now. But this came out in November, and we were doing a bit of traveling around Christmas and stuff, so it made sense to play it then because it could get a few hours worth of playtime on it, and it would kill the journey time too. So it was win-win. A present for explosive kind of present. What is that from? Oh, it's Smurfs. Way to stand out, Smurfs. What's your buddy? A present box. Okay. Do you ever get confused with Christmas or birthdays? Okay. I guess the Smurfs themselves are kind of buddy sized as well, but they couldn't do that, so. And I do the buddies because they are easiest to upgrade. They don't give many points, but it doesn't ask a lot to do them. It's usually just 100 spanners a time, so. Except for the last one, which is rings, but yeah, we got plenty of rings. What the? Neons. Oh, so the Chow's got neon suits as well. Oh, Tangy, by the way, I don't know if you find this of any interest, but a few weeks back, I found an interview with Lorne Lanning, who's the Oddworld guy, and there's like a 20-minute YouTube video on Ars Technica, just interviewing him about his history, like where he started out, how Oddworld came, and what they did to put it all together. And there's also like an hour or 2 hour long like extended cut, which if you're interested in Oddworld is really interesting to listen to. But it mainly goes up to like just the first game's launch, and what they're doing now. Because I think it was a promotional thing for Soulstorm when that came out. But yeah, it's really fascinating to have on in the background. Just listen to like the guy's life story and how he got into gaming and how he did 3D stuff and then how they went to do Oddworld. So yeah, that's a bit of a side story. But yeah, that was really interesting to watch a little while back. I wish I could watch it again, having not seen it. So, and maybe they'll do something with Oddworld again soon. They're working on ideas and what they're doing next, apparently, because I've had a second eye on it, but. Yeah, they're obviously a little unsure of themselves after the last game, so I don't blame them for taking their time, but sometimes they take a little too much time in Oddworld, so... Yeah, man, I got the link for that. Give me a tick. Yeah, wow, it's 3 hours long, the extended cut. And then, yeah, there's a shorter version on their channel as well of the same thing. But yeah, man, I checked that out. It's really interesting. I'll have to check out those Twitch drops later as well. So, we used to have a lot of stuff going on the screen, and I wanted to go back to having just simply the game on the screen to start with. And obviously, webcam was one option, but we're not doing webcam. So, yeah, the on-screen avatar and the old school one of that. But I'm looking at getting a new one commissioned soon. So, I'm talking to an artist to get one made at the moment. We may even get 3D one done. I don't know. We'll see. But maybe we'll have a 3D one later on in the year. But I just want to get an improved one put on now, just to have a different look at it. I may put the chat back on screen and come up with a new format on screen. I need to design something, basically. And I feel it more important to be playing stuff on stream, so yeah. Speaking of which, let's jump into another game. It's funny because when we started off streaming like 10 years ago, so it was like, oh, alright, let's be fancy and have lots of boxes on the screen showing lots of cool different content or animations or fake animations and fake adverts and stuff. But and at the time, people weren't really doing that, and now it's reversed, where people are now instead having fancy setups. So keep getting it backwards, man. So, really should have. I wish I had a third page of these stickers to go through, so I had a bit more choice. But again, that's where I think they want you to pay money. Master Emerald Rumble, so yeah, they're in the top league. But they don't call me FastFeet for no reason. So, yeah, more stuff you do, the better it gets. Nice try, sucker. But again, this is a pay-to-win game, I would say technically, because you can get your abilities to enable a little bit quicker, and you can pay for some of these abilities. So yeah, debatable, but yeah, it certainly seems like that's possible. But I like the challenge of doing this without having paid for things. Feels just a little bit more gratifying then. Oh no, I hate it when it does this. Yeah, that's okay. I should have switched that around. I should have done on the baseball slide, then the Doomwing. Because the Doomwing dash are invincible, it boosts your speed. It's a nice little thing to have, so. Come on. Yeah, there we go. I like looking down at all my competitors after winning. Well, it's a lot easier when we got practice on these as well, so that does help. But a lot of these stages I've done before. They usually add 2 stages each season, and each season's about 5 or 6 weeks, so they're regularly putting content into it as well. However, I did see the other day that some of the people who have been working on this are moving on to other things, so I'm not sure what happened behind the scenes there. Ah! Yeah, next time. I have a bad habit of falling off these platforms half the time, though. Yeah, this is team-based anyway, so it really does depend. Yeah, see, I got distracted there. Nearly. Yeah, we were way ahead then. All good, all good. So yeah, like Fall Guys, you get the team things come up sometimes as well. They're not very often compared to Fall Guys though. I felt like with Fall Guys it was a little more often. Ooh, wow. I read those numbers backwards then. I thought I was closer than I was. Yeah, so I gotta update some more events in the Discord because usually I stick a lot of the games that are coming out. A lot of the events that are going on are in there, but I mean update any of the upcoming games that are on there for the rest of the year. I just like having a bit of an overview as to what's coming up, and by proxy, the rest of the Discord get to see too. So yeah. That's not where I want to be, really. Yeah, if you can get a bit of a rhythm to knocking them all down. Yeah, also there are bots in this game, and they do love to be annoying and get in your way. I don't know what first place has got, but... Nah, this is not really getting the rhythm I want out of this. Definitely had smoother matches where you can bounce back and forth between these totem pole pillars. Ah. Second though, I'll take it. Never say no to a podium spot. Yeah, so Andy might join us a bit later, and then we're going to see if we can do a collab next week as well. So that'll be interesting to see how that works as well. More bonus stuffs. I thought these puzzle pieces wouldn't take very long to actually unlock these bits and get a bonus, but it is actually taking quite a while. Give me things! Ooh, that's alright, 30% more. Cool. Yeah, they'll definitely be a lot more stingy about these sort of things, so yeah. And chat, what do you think? What do you think I should add on to the the Twitch activity side of things? Like we got hydrate. Like what else can we put on there? Jeez, campus. I mean, all right. Like we got foxes and hedgehogs, and bears, but I don't know. It just seems wrong somehow. Yeah, I am on PC right now. It's funny, like, I went to see family today and took my Switch down with me, but I didn't use it. It still remains unused, even though I found the games for it. Yeah, well, I had my PS5 and I sold it, and then I haven't bought a series because Microsoft have just been really crappy this generation, so... Walk a few more of these. Because yeah, I mean, we could definitely set up some stuff on PC. I'm trying to do it when I'm not streaming though, but... And again, the old adage was, play games, why not stream them at the same time, you know? And there's not always times when you as a streamer want to stream everything, but, you know, there's a good amount that'd be worth streaming, so... So yeah, I was thinking like a Sonic game, maybe some co-op game, and a single-player game. Or, I don't know, if we can find a good multiplayer game, because that's what we were doing for the longest time, trying to find a multiplayer game, which we could get the entire Discord to play, but it just wouldn't happen. But maybe no, it'll come around another time. Okay, so there's also an element of personal preference on the streamer's side as to what they will and will not do. In the past, we have sort of inverted controls at certain instances, which I hate. So yeah, maybe not. So that one, a channel point reward where you switch controls to mouse and keyboard. So most people who've played with me know like love using a controller, as I've been on console for the longest times, and I kind of rarely use keyboard and mouse for things. Strange enough, DDR, I will use keyboard and mouse. For most other things, controller. It's strange that that's the one game I would pick to do that, but yeah. What else? Yeah, but I can't do that game, so I don't know why it's saying red exclamation marks there to do more things, because I can't. We had a setup where more interactive stuff could happen if you were doing channel point rewards. And I've seen people use them in quite creative ways where things can happen on screen a bit more, so maybe we'll have a think about that and see what else we can put on. Might as well make use of it while we can. What I do like is where we are now, and it's crazy to think we're 25% of the way through the year already, like a quarter of the way through. But I always like when it gets to September, October time, and it gets towards fall and the rest of it. And, that just feels like prime gaming time to me, when it gets towards the end of the year. So I like the idea of where we will be then, ready for that start. So this year's going to be an interesting one compared to previous years. Waiting for it. People tend to use their attacks on this bit, so. It didn't? Good. I'm waiting for it to come in. No. Don't try anything, man. That was the wrong time to use that. Never mind. It'd be cool if invincibility knocked out the other players, but what are you gonna do? Kind of wish we had the cooler looking robots in this game, but what are you gonna do? Dude, mess me up. Oh, come on! How was it third? Who was here before? I guess that dude. Oh man, that was close. The pettiness of all of it. Here we have. Is there such a thing as a high-class Sonic game? Yes, this does not have quite the taste I yearn for. Interesting to see people's Sunday night games though. I can see some people are changing what they're playing in Discord compared to what they usually play, so yeah. You know, it was funny, I was speaking in one of the other Discord chats, and excuse me, he had someone who, he mentioned Mock the Geek, because Andy was on Mock the Geek at one point, one of the podcasts we did. Jeez. And they were like, "Oh yeah, I know Mock the Geek." I was like, "Is for serious? Like someone recognized like something we've done before? Like that's bizarre. Cool, but very random for someone to just suddenly pick up on something we'd done several years ago." Oh, come on. There we go. Definitely meant to do that. There we go. It's just hitting a sweet spot, that's what it's all about. Yeah, John's just hanging midair there. I'm looking forward to going back and playing some of the older games as well, though, at some point. I think people are going to be less interested in them, but still, yeah. So you should save your points, Sangy. Like, I'm just going to be overhydrated at this rate. I have some previous streams to put up. I think there's 1 or 2 more streams I need to put up onto the VOD channel on YouTube. Try to put a little bit of evidence to make it look nice, but yeah. Yeah, this is always the thing, like, everyone's just thinking, oh, this game's so slow, because it's a Sonic game and it goes at this speed, but it's kind of got to if you're going to, like, have this sort of competitive side of it, you know, so. But you can find ways of going fast, you know. Dude, what's on first place on? Like, it's like 5,000 or something? 4,000? Ah. Oh, jeez. Weird how that beam only takes like 5 rings. Cheeky monkey. Yeah, don't get hit by the truck again, man. Why 100 rings? Oh man, I hate that. Like, I went to attack him and he still managed to hit me back. I just don't get that. Get some! Slim Jims! I got hydrated, man. It's, how you know I don't drink, like, when the hydration happened? Like, I've got to make the gurgly sound effect to go with it as well. I need confirmation of said hydration. Nice. I usually like to think I expect to win that stage as well, being a big Sonic Adventure 2 fan, but not quite the same thing, but yeah. I wonder how they're doing the boss fights, because the boss fights used to rotate in, but now they just seem to not be there. But we did play them a few weeks back, and it just sort of rotated, like, which were there. I think squad and bosses are rotating. So yeah, you've got like, oh, I see what they've done. So you used to have Quick Rumble, and instead now it's Party Rumble instead. Because Quick Rumble was basically 1 round of Ring Survival. Party Rumble is just about 36 different individualized stages, so that's a bit cooler. And now you get Squad. This is like the bonus mode, which unlocks every once in a while. I just wish it was like there and it just changed every once in a while, but I guess it focuses people to play this, so. I want to do a bit more Ring, so I'll have a low for now. Where am I at? Sure, I'll add a Sonic, why not? Oh, I just missed Miku. Oh, I haven't seen them for a while. Yeah, and this is like one of those games that like multiplayer Sonic games are quite rare, so it's This is kind of the fun part of it, especially sort of games where you can move about as the characters rather than like, oh, they're racing or something, you know? Trouble is, because it's so rapid fire, this getting together as a crew is quite difficult. So you really have to coordinate and organize yourselves. And I have a couple of people I want to see play Rumble, who I've seen playing Rumble, but I've not played them or spoken to them about it, so I'm intrigued to see their thoughts and how good they've got at the game. This is good though, because a few weeks back I was playing and we would see quite a few bots on even at this time, but now it feels like the player numbers have increased and got a bit better, so... Because I'm not seeing bots as often as I was, so... You know a bot when you see one though, because you just tend to smack into them and then... Yeah, they tend to slow you down. I didn't mean to do that. Oh... Yeah! Nope. Can get away with that. That's not gonna help my progress. Yeah. Okay. I hate it when that happens. You just get double punished. There we go. Speed fix up a bit. Even if you do suck, you can work around the punishment. Hey! Alright, can we make it into first? Oh! No. I should have just cut my losses ending on second. That was frustrating. So, I only got 2 actions on here, and that's a Dooming Dash and Baseball Slide, but none of them are offensive either, so... I can't smack him about afterwards. It's just annoying getting your ass kicked and then you can't do anything about it, you know? Considering I was third, that's not a tremendous start. Let's see if we can pull it back. Clearly more hydration is needed, right? Well, good news! We've got Seaside Hill here instead. Right, I'm gonna have to take that one off of the stage because I'm not playing one-handed. I need both hands for this. Come on. Don't let me down now, bumpers. It's a bit close. You can usually get like a good triple if you jump across at the right time. This is where the stage is using some Final Fantasy sound effects from the SNES days, but that's just me. What the hell happened there? Now I'll hydrate. That'd be stupid. Kirby can't play this game one-handed. I love Kirby, but he brag about playing this game. he ain't beating most of us on him. That said, this is a bit Mario Kartish, so there is an element of luck in this sometimes, but I don't like him bragging about a game which I know he does not have that much skill in it, so it's like me bragging about playing COD or something. Like, no, 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 I'm not gonna be able to brag at COD, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not really in the right spot now for this. Not get any rings, come on. Jeez, everyone's going for this. Jeez, the game has definitely changed a bit since I've been away. Oh, come on. Have some of that. Jeez, knock it off. This is not going to be a good round though. Someone's got way ahead. Oh, come on. Oh, the blue one was there as well. That would have been a multi-hit. There was a lot in it anyway. That was disappointing. Like, we wouldn't pass 5,000 rings then. Sometimes I get to those stages and be past 10,000 rings. Maybe I just had it on easy mode before. No, Kirby is not the god of games. There's definitely games he ain't good at. Gee, that really went nowhere. Still 40,000. Do I join Shadow or not? Go on. I don't mind joining a new player. Sure, why not? I gotta get more emotes for this stuff. So there is a creators program for this game as well, but it's a bit odd because it seems to think all the creators will be children for this game. So in order for me to appear as a creator in this game, it appears I need to get my parents' permission. Now I can safely say I'm past the age of 18, so I don't think I need my parents' permission for anything. So I gotta figure that one out, but I'm not. I think there is some sort of ID side of things. I'm equally not a fan of putting my face on camera and IDing myself where I can avoid it, just because there's very rare circumstances I feel like that's necessary. I don't want to start getting companies in the habit of going, yeah, we can scan your face and do all kinds of stuff with it. So yeah. Yeah, I know, right? So I just contact Azuka-san, the head of Sonic team, and just be like, yo, man, how's it going? Yeah, you want to help me out a little bit, buddy? Come on, bud, speed it up. I'm infuriated. I don't know why I've got that react. Yeah. This game teaches the art of trying to communicate via reaction poses and so forth, so it's really difficult. Because if you're not in a group, you can't say to each other what's going on. You've just got to kind of communicate via this method. You can use the stickers or the reacts, and that's all you got. So this dude appears to be AFK, so I'm going to jump out in a second if he doesn't hurry up. Don't tell me there's no way I can actually back out of this as well. Yeah, come on, dude. And then I die. Oh. Do you remember the times when we were playing Halo when we just take plenty of time between matches? Partially because it would take that long to find a match as well, so... There we go. Reminds me of that. A lot of things reminding me of stuff. Alright, so we're doing the party mode. A lot of people are saying this reminds me of Sonic Shuffle as well, which I would kind of agree, yeah. Sonic Shuffle is just Mario Party, but they put a bit more emphasis on story and how you move and what happens in the game is a little different. Oh, but this jump rope one just does me head in. Because, as you just saw, we were kind of doing this on Seaside Hill a minute ago, so it's more or less the same thing. It has a slight twist on it, because it gets faster and faster, and it's getting as many points, well, the same, the other one was getting as many points as possible, so. Come on. I'm just being Eggman. Yeah, maybe third if I'm lucky. Yeah, third. I missed a couple of jumps there, so. Oh snap! Hello, welcome to FastFeet Mix. You're static, yeah. Static purple, man. Oh, thanks for the raid. I wonder who suggested that. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, it's been a hot minute since we've been on here. I'm trying to get back up to speed and get good again, as it were. I miss purple. Jeez, hang on, how many of you raided me? Raided from all angles. Yes, no double entendres intended there at all. Wow. So many Sonic fans, I'm honored. It's almost like the old days, isn't that right, LMC? Oh my god. I can't handle all the raids. It's too much, Captain. Is this like England where the pubs kick out and like everyone's just come around to my place to hang out now? Like double raid, triple raid, ultra raid, monster raid. Rush Hour. It's Sonic Rush Hour, am I right, guys? Wow, wow. Honored to have you all here. Oh, wow. Jeez. The rando I was playing with obviously didn't appreciate me thanking you for joining the stream. So... Never mind. We'll catch up with him again another time to play, so yeah. Hey, Spirited X, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get some of the new follows show up if anyone else follows later on as well, so yeah. Hey, there's one of them. Hey. Chain the Solace VT, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Love to have you guys here. I gotta hydrate again, right? Oh, geez. It's all go tonight, isn't it? Mm. Right, we're hydrated, we're raided. What else? What else we gotta do, huh? Tell you what, we're gonna play a game. Let's jump in and do one. See if we can get a win. Oh, we're doing Party Rumble, so it's gonna be a quick one. Guys, if everyone redeems Hydrate, I'm gonna drown terribly like an actual Sonic character. It's gonna get the anxiety-inducing music coming up again, you know? Oh, okay. I don't think I've done this stage, but I do like the laser stages that are in the rest of the game. Yeah, you just find out everyone's like left now, it's just the bots and me playing. It's not quite like that, but... I don't know, guys. If you've been playing Rumble, do you think it's got busier, like the player count's better lately? Because it seems a little bit like that to me, but I could be wrong about that. Is this just like the jump rope one, though? I got a feeling we'll get some more angles later on, but I guess we will find... Yeah, there we go. Of course, when you play the Chemical Plant stage version of this, you've got the balloons to sort of lend you a bit of a hand, so... I've been jumping into a spiny ball as long as I can remember. Should have perfect points on this though, surely. Ah, maybe getting extra lives might be another thing as well, yeah. Snap, forgot about that. I was too far up the screen to tell though. Next time, next time. Entertainers. Are you not entertained by the randomness that is fast? Surely. I'm excommunicated now. Perfect. Oh man. So, oh Jesus, what have I missed? Yeah, it's like it was gonna have plenty more go. Oh wow. Yeah. I don't think I've seen the Sonic community this busy in some time. I'm impressed. Interesting. Setzen R, thank you for the follow, man. I'm assuming it, man. I'm guessing at this point. Setzen. I've self-assigned at this point. I appreciate the dancing though, yeah. It's always this busy, yes. Come to one of our Halo streams, you know, they're always this busy. Very active and engaged fandom over there, yes. Maybe we gotta stick the sarcasm out a little bit more, you know, just to get the point across. Right, yeah. Yeah, thanks for the raids all. I have to send some follows back to you guys as well when I got them all. Oh jeez, the Discord's going nuts today, so yeah, if you want to come join us in Discord, there's a link down in the About Us. Back to the chemical plant. Sanu Jazzy Mix 2025. Kind of Man, I was speaking to one of my neighbors the other day as well, and how they were talking about doing their DJ decks, and I was like, "Ah, I did have a pair of DJ decks at one point, and it half makes me want to get another pair again, just so I can try doing the old Sonic remixes and have a try." Oh, whoa, she's nearly. We did make it over, but now it's a bit more neck and neck. Will all of us succumb to the whims of defeat? Okay, I just clipped through that. Okay. This is brute forcing it now. Smashy, smashy. Thanks, Miss Purple. Appreciate it. Ow! Unlike the game, I'm being punished for my deeds. Oh, denied. Now, at the very least, Oliver's not beating me. Hell no. Jeez. It was that jammy goit you got past me in first place. Besides, we can't let a Metal Sonic win. That just don't sit right, man. We'll find out in a minute, I guess, really. So yeah. Ooh. Now, why have I been busy last week? Moved house. That's why. And yeah, moving all the stuff and setting everything up as well this time's been a bit of an extra pain, so yeah, that's why I've been so busy. Hey there, it was SVT. Thank you for the follow and enjoy the Sonic show that's on screen. I always like to think that was a rare animation, and then everyone's like, yeah, everyone knows about that, so yeah. Hey, Banook man, how's it going? Having a good evening? Enjoying the depravity that is me playing Sonic? Well, it's not all bad. I got a bit of practice of this game, so I could be a lot worse and a lot less entertaining, so yeah. But hoping from looking at the damn screen though, so yeah, and we tend to be quite chill here for the most part. Like, we kind of have one rule over here: just don't be a dick. That's generally the main rule of this Twitch channel and the Discord. I think generally not only me but others will let you know if like you're falling out of line. So, but yeah, quite chilling for the most part. We're quite open here. So yeah. Man, so I gotta go whip out some stories at some point as well. I think, oh geez, what should I pull out of the repertoire? I got a lot of old Sonic stories to tell people about. I don't know. So if you're Sonic fans, you may find some of these of interest, but a lot of these date back to the community in the older days. So yeah. So first time making chili dogs, I made sweet chili hot dogs. Microwaved them in a wicker basket. I was like asking for the house to catch on fire, I think, so that did not go particularly smoothly, and that's not how you make chili dogs, but we did make up for it when we did them at the live events that we made at Summer Sonic, so yeah. Better not catch you lacking on the stream. Are you talking to me or are you talking to chat, Hangy? Hey, like juggling, like playing and streaming is like a bit of a fine art to it. So, okay. So you're telling the chat how to behave? You don't mod the place anymore, man. Nah, it's cool. Yeah, Tangy used to mod, but we had a bit of a break, so things changed around. So. I want to read what's in chat now, but I should really be focusing. Because I kind of want to win this one. This is like the bane of all levels, because it feels like this one always gives me problems. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's like been around for quite some time. This level. I gotta get more than 100 rings in the middle. That would help. Oh. Yeah, that'll help. Come here! I want to hit you with rings. Cheese it! It's important how you finish, yeah? Jeez. I don't think we're gonna get first out of that though, but... Damn, snap. Not close enough to do the signature sticker at the end. That's a fair lead now, I'd say. That's fair enough. If there was a couple hundred rings in it, maybe more so, yeah. Digesting the Easter supper, securing my top 1 Canada local spot for the end of the season. I wanna. We have a lot of Canadians, I've noticed, that come over to FastFeet to make for some reason, so yeah. Yeah, because I didn't notice for a while that we had those 100 rings on the stairs. If you time it right, then it will work well, but they do appear in the middle at the end as well, so yeah, you're right, Banuk. So this may be just me being a slightly older Sonic fan, but we were watching Sonic Crossworlds. I was watching some streams yesterday as well, and the announcer, where he goes "Final lap," it's where it sounds like Kelsey Grammer or Frasier, sitcom from the '90s. For those who are a little bit younger, shall we say? But yeah, like it's where it sounds like his voice, and yeah, some of my old bees in the Discord agree. So, got to be onto something there. But yeah. If we could just do like an entire game with a Kelsey Grammer Frasier voice pack, I wouldn't say no to that. I wouldn't say no. Would you guys say no to like, I don't know, like Johnny G. Welly doing a voice pack on a game or something? I think everyone would like that though, for the most part. There's so many little things you can give to Sonic fans to you know, just tickle their fancy and give them a little treat. So yeah. Again, another. I really want Chip in this as well, but I don't think I've seen Chip in rotation for a long time because I do like my Unleashed stuff. So, and I do want to get back to some of these individual games as well. I don't know whether I should do individual games or just more like let's go from the beginning and just play all the canon games. So, all the mainline games, you know, however you want to look at that. The arguments over canon these days, honestly. I'm not sure if I like using that last spring, to be honest, but I guess it works out. Something in the back of my mind is saying there's better ways to do it now. Get on that rail. Where's my soap shoes? I need them now. Because honestly, this whole stage is about juggling. If you can just stay in the air with the springs, you're pretty golden. Punished. Yep. Good. Second. Close enough. That's good. That's good. Funny considering the start we had this evening. I was expecting to come across some people, but again, like the player count's just got better, so apparently, so that might be a bit more difficult. So. Cool. Yeah, so just to remind for those who followed tonight, thanks. We also do have generally a stream every weekend, like Friday, Saturday, maybe a Sunday. And we're doing a mix of like Sonic games, some co-op. We're doing co-op games at the moment with some of the Discord guests, streaming guests on there. Who've been around a while. And then we also sometimes do some single player stuff. So yeah, bit of a mix as the name would suggest. So. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I find this the most boring stage in the entire game. It's just a grid and the missiles. It feels so simple. I feel like there could be a bit more to it, but maybe I'm asking for trouble on the other hand there. He says getting pushed off. We just ignore everyone else half the time on this. Alright. I just ate my own words there, didn't I? Alright, I didn't say it was difficult. I said it was boring. There's a difference. Aye. Somebody clip that, please. Okay. So has anyone got any hot picks for some characters that they would recommend using in the game? I'm using Shadow pretty much all the way. The thing is, if I change characters, that completely changes my skill set and is going to make it about 10 times harder, so maybe that's more fun for you guys, maybe it's not. I can always have a fancy neon jacket, Shadow. Or the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog locksmith Shadow, so... Oh, jeez, man. But, I don't know, I don't like the locksmith one that much. I love the character in that game, but... Well, we'll stick with some neon. Doesn't that look a bit out of place? So, like, hey, welcome to the Smurf village. I'm Cyberpunk Shadow. Who are you? Don't ask me. Yeah, so that's not eligible because busy this week. Haven't made it into the rankings. It sucks. I really like playing in the leagues and working my way up through it as well. That does feel like it's quite satisfying to go through each time, so. If Andy wants to come and play in a bit, then we'll do that, so. I don't know, I'm chuckling at chili dogs for some reason. So. I just assume, like, it's a regular dish over in America. It's probably not. Maybe some areas is a bit more than others, but... Because I was thinking again, hey guys, when was the last time you had a chili dog? Like, Americans like, oh, just yesterday, of course, all the time. And realistically, probably not. You know? Yeah. We don't really like Someone came up with that, so. You gotta wonder what was going through that person's mind when it was at Sega. It was just like, so we've got this new mascot, and he's gonna be a blue hedgehog who's really fast. But what's his favorite food? Obviously, most people would be saying bacon. Where does chili dogs come from exactly? Like, was it just a cafeteria menu that week? Did someone go for a fancy restaurant over the week? I honestly don't know. we don't seem to have an explanation behind that one at the moment, do we? Like, no one's coming from going, oh yeah, the reason Shitty Dog said that. Maybe we do have an answer for that. Maybe just skipped my mind, or I haven't seen it for some time. Okay. Remind me not to repeat everything that's in chat, you know? There we go. Nice smooth first for a change. I really, really want a rock, paper, scissors. So I'm gonna play rock, paper, scissors with people in this game, but gonna have that. Yes, I have met Yuji Naka. I don't know if I could ask him. He hasn't had the best run with the law lately, has he, in Japan? I think he's out now, though. So that's crazy to think that in the day as well. No, I don't think Yuji Naka was in best spirits. Well, I don't think he was particularly pleased with me because, of course, you're a Sonic fan. You're going to meet Yuji Naka. You're going to meet one of Sonic's creators. You're going to want his autograph, right? You know, we got the moment for it as well because he was backstage at one of the Sonic conventions we did. And I happened to catch him. I was like, yo, can I have your autograph sort of thing. I gave him the world's worst pen to sign his autograph with. So, and I think someone else luckily had one, or it worked just well enough to do it. But man, yeah. Welcome to the world's worst stage in this game, more or less. Like hopping between two stages. Well, you'll love the crap out of this one then. There's some strategy to it, but let's be honest, not a lot. Back and forth wrap rings. Average day for Hedgehog, really, isn't it, I suppose? So. I'm coming for you, Godzilla! So, I have one of the world's rarest Sonic collector's items, so yeah. It has been on display at different places as well because it's that rare, so yeah. We're actually gonna get a display cabinet for here as well, I think, soon for some of the things we've got, so yeah, it has, doesn't just have Yuji Naka's autograph, it's pretty much got everyone's autograph in it, let's put it that way. Also, that's stories I would say for another time, but we've done these conventions for Summer Sonic conventions as well, and also people see what happens during the day. What people don't hear about is what happens at night time, the after parties. Those are different stories entirely. I would argue some of those are a bit more fun for those of us who have been in the same community for a long time, really. Well, the old bees, but score free bonus points there. Yeah, alright, nothing too untoward. I better get that cloud. But definitely something maybe of interest. Oh dear. What's going on here? I'm not getting much competition this round. Certainly feels that way. Well, I've just played this stage one too many times. Uncle FastFeet. Well, at least you didn't use Grandpa FastFeet. Okay, that could be worse. FastFeet ain't that old. So. Hi, Kirby. Is that Kirby? We have no idea. There's so many different usernames. Alright, that's just streaming account, isn't it? Yeah, we used that a few weeks ago as well. Yeah, there's a few of us in tonight. I don't know, actually. I tend to try and not keep the viewer count on the screen, because then you, as a streamer, you can get a little obsessed with how many viewers you have as well. And I don't think it matters how many we have here. We could have We could have one person, or we could have 10,000. I'd still be doing the stream the same way, you know. So I have no idea how many people are in here as well. I'm just kind of gauging it by chat. Yeah, we got raided from every possible angle tonight, I think, as well. So I'm gonna have to go thank a few of them. Yes, free, please. Not spending the pounds of the British here. Nothing left to open. All the things ever have been opened. 337 pounds of rings. Someone really scaled back this UI, didn't they? Like, it used to take up like most of the screen. Now it's almost a little too small. I think they should have just made it a little bit bigger than what it is now. That or my long list, my distance that I'm actually seeing things is going wrong. Or my eyes need refreshing and a washing in the tub. So, well, came first last time. Let's keep rolling the dice while they're hot, right? Yes, well, we were talking about this, weren't we? Like, Kirby's not actually that good at Sonic Rumble, is he? It's sad to say. Like, we're not pointing fingers at you or anything, man. But like, we're just saying you can't be good at every game. Kirby is, for those of you who are uninitiated, is someone who's been with this channel for a long time. And can be quite good at certain types of games, but we digress, because I don't think he's good at every type of game. Come on, how many of you can say you're good at every type of game, or almost every type, you know? Like, most people are quite good at a few different genres. Like, some people are good at RPGs, or you got platformers, or first-person shooters, but to say you're good at all of them, that's a bit of a bold claim, really, isn't it? So... because each game is kind of unique and works a little differently, so yeah. Gee, I want to smash everything. I mean, there is a strategy to that at the end of the day. If you do smash lots of things in Sonic Rumble, you'll get more points, and that is good for your progression, so yeah, there is something to that. Yeah, I was trying to lasso that dude. Maybe I can catch up still. Because honestly, whoever gets to the bottom... oh, come on! This ain't cool, man. I'm getting beaten by the bots now. And the abilities are more or less useless here at this point. Apart from that one. Fourth. Oh, that's still pretty rough. That should have been better than that. Ow. I don't know, man. That Jester outfit that looks like something else to me. Yeah, Kirby has played this with me before. We've played a few games, but yeah, it didn't seem like it was quite his cup of tea now, did he? Okay, so chat. And Kirby and Tangy can't take part in this, but if anyone reckons, where do you think I'm from? Where do you think, based on my voice, because, well, you could say Mobius for the on-screen Hedgie, of course, but because I get all kinds of responses as to where people think I'm from based on my accent, so you guys can't say because you've been part of FastFeet Mix for years, so but if no one says, I guess we'll cover it shortly. But I'd love to hear some guesses. Like, that's great, Fast. Could you focus on the game and win? Okay, yeah. So the one on the top left isn't really worth going into because it doesn't get quite as many points. I'm just focused with the orange tan looking ones. I hate getting stuck in this thing. Fifth. Disappointing. Alright, we'll let everyone simmer to the end of the next round. I don't think anyone wants to take a guess at this point. Like, I don't want to offend you, just in case. I don't know. I'm always mildly intrigued, though, by where people think I'm from. Like I said, because I get so many different responses a lot of the time, so, yeah. Because you'd be surprised when people have said, so, yeah. 3241, oh man, that's 800 rings. Well, maybe I can hustle the rings on the Starlight Carnival platform here. Well, maybe I was really trying to be stealing away from first place, I suppose. But... This is going to come down to the bonus rings, probably. Come on. Ah! I'm stuck. I was really just trying to... We're getting hit, then. Well, never mind. Oh, this is going to be... Yeah. This is going to desync. I'm not going to get the points, am I? Maybe I got lucky there. Because I swear it desyncs there sometimes. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, man. I got played then. Dude saw me coming. Podium. There's 800 rings behind, so, yeah. How many people are called Sonic in this game? Jeez. Welcome to Sonic Rumble, where everyone's a Chris Thorndike. Yeah, I got a bit smashed there. Oh, was my boost on? Jeez, what's the point of that? I wish you could choose when the boosts go. At least, yeah, they just seem to come and go. Or just auto-apply. Yeah, I'm from England, that's probably the best way of putting it, so the accent should be from there. If anything, nearer the Shire kind of way, but I've had everyone say I'm from South Africa, I've had people say I'm from America, I've had people say I'm from Scotland. All kinds, man, so... Oh, buddy. Thank you, Justin Andy, for the raid. There's been a queue of raids tonight so far. Welcome to FastFeet Mix, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Andy's a good old friend of mine. Grumbleby Bumble, thank you for the follow. And join in the mix. Andy's an old friend, and we used to do Summer of Sonic conventions, so we've got many stories, some of which we've covered tonight already. And, yeah. We also did a podcast, a quiz podcast as well. So we've done a few things, yeah. Yo, well, put your hand up if you've been to Summer of Sonic or heard of Summer of Sonic. Say, stick some FastFeet emojis in the chat. Or any kind of emojis, anything, you know. If you've seen it or heard of heard of Summer of Sonic. Also, yeah, for those of you who remember, Mr. Stream did some of the music for Mock the Geek as well, so yeah. You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to making more content creation, like the old days that we used to do for FastFeet Media. Although I say the old days of FastFeet Media, it's still going technically, so. So yeah, welcome to the stream, all. If you like some Andy's content, I'm sure you'll like some of mine. So yeah, throw us a follow if you like what you see. The stream had a rocky start this evening because there's been some networking issues, but once we got rolling, it's been fantastic. Lots of the other streamers who've been doing Sonic Rumble have been throwing some raids our way. Static and Mrs. Purple, and the others I need to go back and thank and check out. So, so yeah, jeez. Let me open them up in my browser actually, because I really don't want to forget these people who are throwing a raid our way, because that's really appreciated tonight. So, in fact, I'll have it on my activity feed, so I'll go check my activity feed after on the stream. I don't want to do it now. But yeah, I don't want to forget anyone who's thrown a bone my way, or a chili dog, or whatever, you know. So yeah. Well, it's probably not a bad time for hydration, is it really? Throw a cuppa. It's not a bad idea, actually. So, because I've moved, I now have a different setup for the stream again. And I've actually kind of got because of the way it's here, not only have I got multi-monitor set up on the desk, but I've also got a giant ass TV behind me as well, so I can play on big screen. I may also get an espresso machine in here or something to make some coffees, just so I can keep streaming and not worry about it. And to answer Tangy's earlier question, well, what we may also put for streaming points is doing squats possibly, because I probably need to do that. You fucking remember Tangy? maybe, yeah. Jeez. Have a round of applause, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the solo follow, Sinaj. I can talk. It's good. No, we don't want to do this game. Yeah, I got a couple of other things I want to stick on some of the follow things as well. So yeah, more things I want to edit in and sprinkle around on FastFeet Mix. So yeah. Plus, I'm looking forward to get some upgrades on it as well, so we can get we're gonna get some new art done. I think for the on-screen PNG tuber side of things, maybe VTuber we might model too, and I gotta get a new mic. Running theme so far tonight as well, but yeah. Speaking of running, let's get FastFeet back into the game. Yeah, that is true. Andy is in the Discord from time to time. Yes, likewise. If you're enjoying what you're seeing here and you want to come hang out with us, we do have a FastFeet Mix Discord. It's very chill, very minimal, but lots going on usually. Especially with the events, I keep on top of those, so you can always keep an eye on what's going on in the gaming industry. And, well, maybe we'll add some Sonic stuff in soon as well. You gotta love seeing Big in, like, what is basically an Italian mafia suit. That is what it is, right? Ugh. I did hydrate a second ago. I will do it again. Hydration. Now my full-time job. Just hydrate. Just made that jump. Maybe that's just part of being an old Sonic fan, but I'm starting to get that old gruff voice thing going on. Eh. First, I thought, what happened to... Nah, someone was ahead of me then. I'll take it, but... Alex Fool, how's are you? Thank you for the follow. More supersonic racing with live action. See, that's the real movie there, the live action hedgies. Maybe we can get a sort of David Attenborough, and here we have the Black Hedgehog and the Blue Hedgehog fighting for eternal power using the sacred Chaos Emeralds. Jeez, now I do need to hydrate. ABC. Yeah, pretty good day so far. I mean, it's a holiday weekend, a spring holiday weekend, so most of us have time off or chilling or eating too much sugar. So, yeah, probably quite good. So, if I get a few more wins in today, I'll be proper happy. So, yeah. I don't think I can complain too much. We've been rated by every Sonic channel on Twitch so far this evening, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that, I think. It's great to have some of you guys around again. It's funny though, because we were in the Sonic community and had a break from that, and then we went and started playing Halo on Twitch. It's like we went off to war and we've come back from war. Everyone's welcoming us back. I'm letting my imagination run wild a little bit there, but still. Hypothetically. It's the one thing I love about video games is just the creativity and the imagination around some of these things. Like, you just won't be able to do a lot of this, like, in real life. Oh, I'm in between the clouds. That's what a lot of people don't understand, too. It's just like, oh, but in gaming you can do this, and don't think about that side of it, so... Oh, just specific shipping, like it's almost like you did the David Attenborough thing, but then it turned into shipping afterwards. So, Juanes Cafe, thank you for the follow. You're making me want coffee right now. So, we've got some people from Sonic, and we've got some people from the old Halo days. We're talking like we have been streaming about almost 10 years now, maybe longer, because we were doing like Halo 4 stream 10 years ago. That's how long I've been streaming for. It's just kind of have intermittent breaks. So, BT, were you back from the Halo days? This is a problem. Sometimes we get people on this Twitch chat, and people will be like, "Oh, hi, how's it going? Remember me?" And I'll be like, yeah, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Uh-oh. So, sorry if I don't remember people, but, like, it has been quite a while, and whilst that is primarily my fault... Too ego. Whilst that is primarily my fault... You gotta give me a little slack at the same time because it's been a while, so. Like all friends regrouping and oh man, I'm just pushing it too much. But if we keep doing that, maybe we'll get first. I love people from the Halo days coming back though. And we got like dedicated sections for people. Oh man, this really pushed us a little too much. Come on! Maybe I get first. My focus. Yosh! You are a winner! Now we're gonna play big rigs, obviously, so... He can stop! Yes. You dropped me on too many forsaken Halo rings. This kept getting worse and worse. There was just less and less plot each time. It made no sense. The multiplayer. We could shoot each other through walls. It was getting crazy, man. Maybe we just been in war too long, but I had to come home. I was lucky. Not all of us made it out there. There's still about 500 people there now. Yeah, well, Andy, it's not that. It's big motherfucking rings. More on brand, right? It is on brand because they use the big rings all the time now as well. The movie, like Mania, brought them back. Yeah, see, it all comes around. So. I missed you guys. I'm glad you're around. Thanks for keeping me company through the perils of going through these games. Cut you off. Cut you off from the supply, man. No, no. Well, that was it, wasn't it? Like, oh, it's good to hear you laugh again. It's just like, yes, but where's my accent from? It's like, don't make me guess. Oh, I don't know where the laugh comes from a little bit, really, as well. But I find like you've got like, usually like, if you've got family, sometimes you get the voice from them a little bit, but sometimes you get it from other places as well. And I watched a lot of comedy growing up, so I feel like I have a lot of, comedy shows, laughters coming a little bit, like, oh, brutal. Oh, that was almost a shortcut though. But like, like if you ever watched like a lot of Eddie Murphy films, like watched growing up, like Beverly Hill Cop or whatever, like Eddie Murphy's got like a distinctive laughter where he's just like, Sometimes yeah, you just pick up that stuff. Ooh, they're forgiving with those springs. They weren't there before. So yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the laugh. They always say if you want to do a maniacal laugh, like an evil character laugh, you just need to exhale all your air, and then you can just sort of do the something like that. I mean, I'm not a voice actor by any means. Oh, don't know why I thought I could try and hit them midair, but jumping as a Sonic character and hitting someone in midair is kind of second nature at this point. Ow! Then there's that punishment, so yeah. Well, that's it. Like, I think when we did Halo streaming, there was a lot of people who would want to come and join us. They were more looking for a game. Where, I have to be honest, I think the Sonic community is a bit more vocal. They do like chat and they're very opinionated. I would say in the old days it arguably was worse, depending on what happened. But yeah, we had a lot more. Felt like we had a lot more drama in the older days, and I think we ironed out a lot of that over time. So. But what do I know? Like, I had a bit of a break from the whole thing, like I say, so. And that may not be distinctly true as well, but, like, every time I come across Sonic fans these days, they're pretty cool and don't cause many problems, usually. I mean, yeah, there are some areas, like shipping or whatever, where you might be like, oh, that's a bit inappropriate, maybe? Or not? But I don't think so. I don't think inappropriate is a word we've used for a long time, so. It's to be fine. Oh my jeez. How did he survive that? Stop it. Now we're playing Sonic Spinball. No, stop it. I hate this stage just for this very reason that you will get just knocked about all the time, and it's pretty much outside your control a lot of the time, whether you're surviving it. So yeah, I kind of hate it for that reason. If I were to do voice act, I have to do a lot of work to sort of get towards an area where I feel like I could do it as well. So maybe other voice actors, you have specific ones in mind, perhaps. Well, maybe if we, like, you ever seen Deep Space Nine? Like, one of my favorite characters on that's Odo, and like, he started out like he did his audition, like he really stood out because he had this sort of growling authoritarian voice compared to some of the others, and that's kind of what got him hired, I think. But again, it's like he's essentially a police officer on that space station, and that's one of the features that really sort of sells his bit, and the fact that he has a sort of growling authoritarian voice. So I don't know where I'm coming and going here. But yeah, so underappreciated voice actors as well, what they can do. Let's get the guys to the shield. And I think that's why we did Mock the Week instead, because we could just have fun with voices and other things. And one of the main things we do is we love doing beatbox. I did beatboxing. I can't beatbox really, but trying to mimic a lot of Sonic music, because I know a lot of the Sonic music quite well, so. And I used to think, hey, I got a good shot at conveying what the music is to certain people, but I think every week we did that, people were kind of like, I think I might know what the song is. Problem is, I was always listening to the music when I was uploading music for people to download back then. It was like one of the first days where it's like, hey, you can download the music from all the Sonic games here. So I always knew them. I'm really familiar with them. So yeah. Oh, interesting. Oda went on to play Space Race. This is Stargate. Stargate's an interesting one. The film itself is a bit. It's alright. I think it's a bit problematic, but the series. I don't remember if he was in the film, but obviously there was the series too. So was it more the series too? I don't know, but the vibe is so fun. I would assume if you have 3 lines, they would love to talk and have you in the room. So people tell me I'm quite personable, and I'm like, really? I don't know, it just comes across that way as well. I think if like people are quite friendly for the most part, it will come out as well. If people are going to be quite authoritarian or stingy or not making place a very friendly place to be, then yeah, it ain't gonna come out. But you know, give it time. Okay, maybe I'll check out Stargate as well, because I have a habit of going through Star Trek, because I really like the original, not the original, but obviously the next generation, that era, TNG, Deep Space Nine, and I kind of got into Voyager a bit more. It's not my favorite, but I did like Voyager because I watched that recently. And yeah, I really do like Deep Space Nine as well. Odo also, strangely, reminds me of one of my old teachers who was really good at teaching media and stuff back when I was at school. And he almost looks and sounds almost the same as him. It's uncanny. Obviously, he doesn't look quite like Odo because Odo's a shapeshifter. So he has a rather smooth-looking face. He obviously don't look like that. But like facial structure-wise, like Rene Auberjonois, the actor who plays him, it looks very similar to him. So it was very odd to see that after I'd left from being taught by that teacher to see that dude. So yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time it's just you're speaking to people who listen to them and just talking about things they've experienced or been through. I think that's why people get interested, and you know, yeah, that want to just hang out and listen to what people got to say a lot of the time. So, dare I say, I've been around a little bit, not only in gaming communities, but lots of other stuff too. So, all good, of course. One year we did a convention with Radio Sega, and it was an arcade convention. It was a weekend, and we were using laptops to do the DJing. Overnight, on a Saturday night, the laptop broke, and we had to go and figure out how to get it all working again. And we basically had to stay up all night in order to get that laptop working so we could start doing the DJing, because we were commissioned, hired by someone. Cat, no cat. To do that. Dicey. So yeah, we had to fix that, and it was a lot of IT repair done very fast. And then it was like, great, now we've got like 3 hours sleep to do the event the next day or something. So yeah, that was fun. Doing events can be really satisfying, really gratifying. Smack. But it's a lot of work. It's very stressful. Oh my god, I'm stuck under a mushroom. What the? What the hell? Seriously, how did I do this? I'm just holding like the analog stick at the moment. How I? Okay, luck's not on my side today. Clearly, mash buttons. Just come on. Well, I'm just gonna let Shadow just freak out there, and we're gonna have a small break. Yeah, you might be right, Reggie. The quality of the build of that map may not be as good. I like the idea of the map, but yeah, clearly from what we're seeing on screen right now, it's not a particularly good job. Never mind, eh? FastFeet, except when his head gets stuck underneath a mushroom. Damn you, Mario, you win again. Well, I somehow qualified, so it's not all bad, I guess. SG1 is on Netflix now. We've sailed many seas here at FastFeet Mix. We'll find a way of finding it. Well, legitimate, of course. We'll use Amazon Prime, right? Missed out there. This isn't the Member Berries episode of South Park. Hey, you guys remember when that's Yeah, I've been to Sega's headquarters a couple of times. Yeah, this was a while ago now. We also went to the Nintendo flat. Yeah, there was a Nintendo flat in London at one point, so. VT, streamer right now? Like, you're streaming right now, or you just are a streamer? And you did switch to YouTube if that's the case. I'm not sure what to make of those ducks. I'm gonna look at that as a sign of encouragement. Oh, right, okay. I get you now, yeah. Don't call me Chad. We fast or feet. Pick one or the other. Yeah. Makes me think where we'd be now if I'd actually been streaming the entire time. Sometimes just life takes over and you gotta deal with stuff, and you know, life comes first. It's always been the rule when you've been in the community gaming or otherwise. You know, you're a person, you're human. At the end of the day, you've got to deal with life and take care of what's most important. You got to take care of number one, and then you got to take care of those around you. You know, so sadly, that's more important than gaming or streaming. And those who are lucky enough to work hard and get a bit of luck on their side too as well, maybe their job can be streaming, but it's very rare that happens. So, like I say, I do other things and I don't stream full time. I have a job and it's more sort of media and IT related stuff I do for work. So, but you never know. Like some people do well enough that way they can go, hey, I'm just, you know, this is my full time job. If it all works out that way. That's what I thought was going to happen when I made affiliate on Twitch. And I was like, yeah, that was a bit ignorant. That's no. And then those things really take off, which, who knows, but yeah. It's good to be optimistic about it, though, and feel encouraged about those things, but at the same time, don't get ahead of yourself, you know? Well, just because you know IT doesn't mean you're a smart person necessarily, but generally you have a good understanding of technology for the most part, so... Because you can look like you're good with technology, then you're not, potentially, so yeah, people can be bluffing at all kinds of stuff. I wouldn't say well-read, but well-educated. I'm well-read in gaming. I've played a lot. It's not well-read, is it? It's well-played. I'm well-played at gaming. So yeah. Ooh, let's just take a moment. Yeah, I mean, we don't have this on the requests on the stream yet for the channel points, but sitting down at the desk all the time is not ideal. So people used to do this thing where they would do squats. Like, oh yeah, do 10 squats or something. Now, I'm unfortunately not the springest of chickens in the Sonic community or gaming generally, but I'm not old on the other hand. But I gotta move a little bit if I'm like spending a couple hours here, you know. Also, because I do tech and content work, I am working at a desk a lot of the time, and you do need to move around a bit. You can't sit in like 8 hours of your workday just sitting at a desk, fun as it is. But yeah, you got to be up and doing other stuff. So yeah. That my brain will come concave from just not doing anything, and yeah, we need some. Needs blood to flow to get the thoughts going too, you know. So. Do you need a certain temperament when being involved in IT? You know, patience is one of those things because you have all kinds of different people who are really good with using technology or enthusiastic, and then you've got some people who are just they find it difficult to work with, and it doesn't come to them naturally. So you need to be patient with them and understanding. So yeah. Well, let's call this a super hydrate, shall we? Lucozade Sports Hydrate. It says it's meant to like, you know, fuels your hydration, super hydrated. So those things have been around for ages. We're gonna hydrate so much, I'm gonna run out of liquid to use soon, guys. I'll have to go off and go on a hydration run. Well, exactly a problem being FastFeet, I suppose. So. The depth perception on those whales, oh, frustrating. It feels like a little bit of a curse when you get those hoverboards to speed you up, because it's like, yeah, you're slow. Hurry the hell up. Knock it off, Reggie. Better not take my name. Oh, cheeky monkey. Oh, I got my that. Let's just say that was a series of unfortunate events. Third. I ain't gonna explain that. Colin, hello. Have a firework. When was it? Wasn't last year. I think it was the year before. We went to the Sonic Symphony in London. Boy, was that a show. So I was really looking forward to going to an event where it was more of a symphony. It was like, oh yes, a classic orchestra playing the Sonic music. That sounds good. It was more of a concert. So a lot of kids, concert. Imagine how that goes. For someone who's like, ah, yes, I appreciate the finer things in Sonic the Hedgehog music. Ah, yes, the orchestra used in Sonic Colors and Sonic Unleashed. Yes, yes, I'd like to hear more of the string section. Nope, nope, we're gonna rock out and everyone's gonna go nuts. Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, like Crush 40 cool too, and some of the other bands have been used. Meanwhile, I think I had some of the other people who were going to the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth orchestra, so I think they might have gotten a better deal if they were looking for what I was looking for. So. I got a raw deal out of that one, I think. But yeah, the Sonic Symphony was still amazing. I was just thinking, they had Richard Jiggs and TJ Davis there. And yeah, also worked with them at one point as well, so I think I've got a recording from that. See, some of the stuff I think I've got that's quite unique, but it's not. I think it's in other places too, but it's cool to like meet Richard Jiggs and TJ Davis. Fun fact, I thought TJ Davis was an African American lady, shall we say. She's not. she's quite Caucasian, so I'm pretty sure I told her this story as well, but I think growing up as a kid, that's what sprung to my mind immediately. I don't know. But it just seemed like she had that sort of voice, so yeah. Getting wildly off topic now, still. Right, we're a few hundred off. Maybe we can get this one. Yeah. That's the association there. TJ Davis was at the Sonic Symphony in 2024 when we went there, so everyone knock it off. But yeah, I really didn't get anywhere with the points there. That's the one place you kind of don't want to use the hoverboards as well, because you kind of get a few more points nowhere. I hate it when it does that. You're trying to get an attack in. No homing attack for you. Jeez. Oh, I feel like I've let you down. Maybe some more squats are in order, huh? No. Let's regroup, shall we? Yo, OBS, can you move your window? Because why are you doing that? There we go, that looks a bit better. So yeah, where we at? We've been going for just over 2 hours now. So yeah, I think we've got a few more games on us tonight. We used to do streams, and we would do streams anywhere between 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And I know you get a lot of streamers who can do 24 plus hours sometimes, or even stream themselves sleeping. Sure, if that's your thing, hey, you know, it's all good, man. But I want someone to be on air, ideally, you know, when you're streaming. So, but again, people like the sleeping and stuff like that. So yeah. Reggie squads. Wait, Reggie, were you in the game a second ago? I think I've just noticed that. I'm just chatting away on the stream endlessly. Meanwhile, I'm just like, Reggie, vengeance will be mine! Yeah, squad is one of my favorite modes, and I wish it was a permanent mode. I really wish I put it in. I don't think they're gonna do that, but... Yeah, we'll give it a little while longer, shall we? It's the thing you don't notice when you're talking so much on stream. Your throat is taking a bit of punishment just from your vocal cords getting so much vibration, and it is drying them out somewhat. So, that is a thing. You just subconsciously you're not really aware of it. There's this builds up of time, and then you just get laid down. And you're like, oh my face, no, right. Hang on, guys, someone hydrate me. So yeah, your voice gets terrible like that. Who wants to listen to a stream like that? Purple feeling the Tails vibes. This is not the Tails doll vibes, is it? Kinda hard to tell. I don't think so, though. We'll get to the point where people will just be like, oh man, which FastFeet, shut up about his conventions. This is all he talks about. I don't know. The radio stuff we did was quite fun too, so there's some other elements too, yeah. That's what I usually like, is like going through this game. Then when I come to play it next time, it's just going, right, how much dough and moolah have I got? And then spending it on fun stuff, so. Plus it gets it out of the way usually, so yeah. What's the other background at the moment? It's just Green Hill. No, it's the void. Oh, then it's Green Hill. It's always Green Hill Zone, so I'm like, eh. Guess taking the Smurf music in background whilst it's here, because it's different, I suppose. I was liking the Tokyo background when we had that, but what are you gonna do? I love the emojis, the animated ones appearing here as well. There's a channel called 8-Bit Drummer TV. If you want to like check out some video game soundtracks and a dude drumming along to them, like it's a great channel to have as well. But the amount of like bopping emojis that are going on in that channel when people are like listening to the music and him drumming, man, like it's cool to watch the chat at the same time. Tangy made a very good point earlier though, was where's chat on screen? I know you guys love being on screen, but we wanted to keep this in a sort of minimalist, you get to see everything on screen along with the fast feed, of course. But I do want to put chat on here in some way, so we're going to have a slight redesign. And on top of that, I'm going to see if we can get us streaming on YouTube simultaneously, because the days where they used to punish you for doing that are gone, so we will put that in. Just flood the chat with emojis, please. Everyone now. I'm sure an old dusty bot will come at you, though. Right. Let's do some squad. Uh, where's my Kirby? Where's my Tangy? Where's my Zorb? Some of our fire team members from the Halo days, but yeah. We need some Sonic Squad, that's what we need. The Super Smash Search and something squad, right? I can blurt out a million random references from Sonic stuff, I'm pretty sure. How much longer do you want the stream to go for exactly? I do love the jazziness of these tracks though. Crush 14. Not quite enough to be Crush 40, but you know, Crush 14, it's like a pre-pubescent version of Jonah and Johnny. You know what I love? Getting a hit out of the middle of nowhere for no reason. Oh, save. I got rejected out of that at the last second. Mind you, they are not on my team, so it's all good. There we go. Contribution. Hey, Crush 14 is on my team. Do something. Yes, Reggie, I see you. Out of the way, AI. Jeez. It's just a mess. I feel like, is this going to be a bad thing? But Tails is not one of my favorite characters. Do you know why that is, though? Because I have been playing since day one, since the first game came out. Then Sonic 2 came out, and then Tails is there grabbing a bit of the spotlight too, and a bit of the limelight, and I'm like, but I like Sonic, dude. Like, who's this dude? Like, give me more Sonic. There's probably other reasons as well, but I'll go into those another time. But there seems to be a lot of Tail fans out there as well, so. I knew I shouldn't have said anything, because you guys are like, oh man, like, if I don't like Tails, oh that's it, I'm out, man. Well, to be fair, by the time Sonic Adventure came around, he did stand up for himself against Robotnik in the end, so, you know. He has got some cojones, just they don't show up in the games as much as I'd like. Ugh. It was just antagonistic, that was. Oh, denied. Jeez, that didn't go well. All out of the timing, though. Of course, if you've ever seen a Sonic over, you know I sound like British Sonic. Man, I asked my parents for that VHS when that came out, and that was released in like Japan 96, 97. By the time it kind of got translated, made its way over to like the West. I think it was around the time the Dreamcast came out, but I really wanted the VHS. Pre-streaming, pre-Blu-ray, pre-DVD, then VHS. So yeah, it's somewhere around here, I think. That's a Sonic movie and a half, that's for sure. That's, yeah, for those who've seen it. I'm loving all the emotes, so just want to kind of read through all of them and just see like, oh, what is hidden amongst all those gems. I usually like this one because it is a race, more or less, so. But there is a bit of luck involved partway through this course, so. Ooh. So usually when I do this, I just fudge it across the middle, and it seems to work, so. But has the height changed? Hmm. I swear I used to be able to do it. Honestly, swear, honestly. Oh, I couldn't save myself there. Yeah, you can't cut across them. I mean, like that you can, but you can't take a shortcut is what I meant. Okay. Just suddenly spawn one of those bad boys in front of me. I think we'll do fine. Hey, Reggie, hurry up, man. I'm laughing. Wait, am I? No. No, I don't think I am, but like, hurry up. Oh, everyone's jelly. They want to get ahead of the fast feet. Could I possibly hit anything more? Jeez. I really like. Oh man. Wait, we were behind. Crap. But now there's got to be a rematch, clearly. Negative, I'll say. What I was about to say is when you do the crew thing, there's 4 of you. So when the 4th player lands, which is usually you, it sort of lands with an extra whack. So feels like it has a bit more impact to it. So. Illinieric, thank you for the follow. Glad to have you on board the FastFeet Mix. Oh, Eric. Yeah, that makes more sense. Sorry, dude. Please, sir, I'll have you know my name is pronunciated this way. We need to be professional here. Ah, yes. Good point, good point. We want to be professional here. Kind of. That's it. I'm reading the names because I'm trying to be a bit more open-minded of what's coming across because we can have people from all over the world here as well. So my brain's reading it as if like, oh yes, this is probably a different dialect. We fancy reading it. They often say if you're gonna read names and it is like French, German, or Portuguese, whatever, it's best you try and read it as if you're trying to do the accent like properly, not messing around. But it can sound more authentic. At least that's what I've been told. So. That is, if you don't totally suck at doing accents as well. So you might offend the person then from that nation if your accent is terrible. So I guess take that with a pinch of salt. So and if you're here for long enough, you'll realize I overthink things a lot sometimes. So which may come across in my gameplay too. So more squad though. More squad. Yes, but they have a saying about Sonic fans, don't they? They have a certain way of thinking. I don't know where that stems from exactly, but yeah. I do think Sonic fans do think of things a little differently from the ones I've met, certainly. So. GC. Name is Michael Wolf. Michael Wolf? Get him a Star Trek mixed up now. Honestly, playing Sonic Colors for the first time when it came out, and then having like a candy sort of theme stage was utterly bizarre, but very welcome at the time. Because I don't really remember seeing much of it in Sonic games before. Like, in the original Sonic 1 on Game Gear Master System, they do have oh, jeez, the special stage there. Now, I swear the special stage does look a little bit like an ice cream that we have over here in England, so... Ooh, that was a bit rough. So, yeah, it totally may not be the first time, but yeah, they obviously went all out on this theme. Donuts, candy, and all, so... Okay, now I'm just pointing at ice cream. Not the worst thing, necessarily. I love the communication aspect of this as well. I've been told, we were talking about the personal thing earlier as well, but I apparently have the ability to talk to people. Where I am is quite an international city, so we do have a lot of people from different backgrounds, and apparently I have the ability to, even though I may not speak their language, I'm very good at communicating them and getting to understand, even if they don't speak English sometimes, so... My job isn't to speak to people from other languages, make that clear, but... But this is very much a thing that happens in this game, because you have to use stickers and your reacts in the game to try and communicate things across to each other, so it's poses its own challenges there, really, so... Thanks, Reggie, I'm sure I am doing. I'd like to think I will be doing reasonable at this point, so... I think I played the stage a total of 3 times, but I'm very aware of what we need to do. Look, guys, over this side, no... It's a tilting table, yo! See, this is what's annoying. It's very hard to communicate that. Apart from, yes, that was correct, you know? Now the confusion begins. Get your ass on this side. Oh. Good enough, though. That was it. Good enough. That's all. Just good enough. I don't know where you all are right now, but here we are going into late night. So it's a late radio show of old in the new day. So whether you're just over in America time zone and it's just evening for you, or whether you're in Europe and you're looking for some good listening to get to sleep, I guess I'm it for tonight. Swear it's come up a few times where you got a few shows. I think Psych was one of them, maybe, and it's just you'd have a DJ on late at night and would just have a very smooth, deep, sensual voice, and it would help me get to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, I like this because of that reason. Saying that's what's happening here, I'm just making an observation. Also going back to the chili dog story from earlier. Yeah, so before YouTube was even a thing, me and a couple of guys made the world's first ever Sonic the Hedgehog TV show before YouTube came out. It was not easy. Especially as one of the guys was from Australia, so yeah, kind of tricky there. Emperor Katanos, welcome to Fuzzy's Mix. Oh, shut up, Andy. I was not inferring that at all, by the way. I was saying people, it's like an ASMR kind of thing. They just prefer certain frequencies of sound, and yeah, for different people, there's different types of sound. So I did not infer anything of the sort, young man. Go to the corner, damn it! Wait further instructions. Hey! Don't call me daddy. People gonna have problem with that in the Discord and the chat possibly. There's a bit of a thing about that, so. Because technically there is a bit of a family in the Discord where there's a daddy, a granddaddy, and well, I guess the son would be the most appropriate colloquialism to that. But yeah, we've been around for a while, right? Things happen. Were they my responsibility or fault? No, but they just happen, okay? And like we decided Halo 3 ODST, keep it clean, mostly clean. So. Well, things happen. Not about all the things, but a lot of things happen, so. Yeah, so if you want to see some of the things that happened in the past, we got them on YouTube. We used to have a squad would come on every weekend, and there'd be 8 to 10 of us playing Halo games. But a lot of it is just messing around, playing custom games when all kinds of craziness happen. Appreciate it may not be Sonic, so you may not want to watch, but we put an episode of that up every week, and that's on youtube.com/@FastFeet. FastFeet's Mix. And then you've also got our Sonic channel where we're regularly uploading Sonic and Sega content on there. So one a week. That's on a Tuesday for that. And yeah, that's youtube.com/@FastFeet Media. Links down in about us part of Twitch here. And you can also find our Discord if you want to come hang with us there too. Meanwhile, so what happened is some of the squad started calling me daddy. I don't know why. Just a mentality of affection, I suppose. We did make a music video out of it as well, put it together, and we put all of the community members who were in the Discord at the time, we motion captured their faces onto the music video and put it all together, so. I think it looked quite good at the end of it. It was good to like make some editing come together and see how that will work. So maybe we'll put that out again as well. It did get copyright claimed though, so trying to avoid the copyright claiming side of things. Maybe we can put some other music next to it and it might work, right? Right, where can we get... Okay, we're gonna get the squad to get first this time. I kinda hate this plains level though. Don't get me wrong, like, I do like some of the levels on it. Starlight Carnival ones are quite fun. I feel like Sonic Racing Crossroads got all the Sonic Unleashed content. So I may have to go over that because Sonic Unleashed is one of my favorite games outside of adventure games. Jeez, what happened there? Don't get stuck on the map again. Usually this game's been pretty good in terms of like hit detection and stuff, so it still has its problems, no doubt, but That seemed a little off to me. Come on. Ooh. Jeez. Lucky save. What I do wrong, man? You know. Man, everyone's really energetic at the end. I'm just like, let's just sit down. You have got the select group of Solid Robin who just love passing out at the end as well. FastFeet makes you go and put my videos I edited back up? Maybe. I don't know. Like, I've taken my videos I edited down as well, so. At the moment, FastFeet Mix channel just kind of having like the old videos put up at the moment, so kind of just focusing on those for now. Maybe. Honestly, like between moving house and everything I've been doing lately, getting this place, yeah, content creation has really been like lost on my mind. So, but rapidly should start getting around to doing a bit more of it as time goes by the next month or so. Especially as we start getting towards June, where we got Summer Games Fest, so we can check that out and see what's going on. Anything interesting about the rest of the year. So. In terms of Sonic news, I have heard the Sonic Frontiers sort of Ultimate Edition, or similarly named like that, that is coming out, and it's apparently a Switch 2 upgrade. I don't really have too much of a worry about Frontiers right now anymore, to be honest, because I've been through and played it, and I'm happy. Maybe there's those who want to put it on Switch. It's probably Sega just wanted to grab a few more pennies out of people, but I'd rather they move on to a new game. It's about time. Oh, jeez. Stop hitting the bombs, everyone. Oh, okay. My bomb didn't go off, apparently, so shh, don't tell anyone about that. Jeez. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. So I'm qualified for that. Wow. As it is something that it is quite lovely. When you've got a lot of shows or films that have this sort of textbook, like, default English, British. It's unbearable if you're British. Yeah, so my mind gets quite spotty. I tend to go in one direction or another. So lots to talk about or discuss on the other hand, though, which is kind of nice. I think when you're on a stream, you know, have a nice diverse range of topics. What I want next, and I don't know if many other Sonic fans want that as well, but I do want to have basically Sonic Frontiers, but you know, we're on South Island or some of the original areas. Like, wouldn't like Sonic Frontiers, but Angel Island be kind of cool? Like, a lot of the story was kind of pointing towards that, so I think that would be a pretty good idea. There's a lot you can do with the story as well, so let's have it, Sonic Team. So, yeah, we'll see. But, like, just going back and re-releasing something, it's like, great. It already had all the... it's just going to be, like, all the DLC, isn't it, ultimately, so... All the things do all the actions. Oh, jeez. We're not going to qualify for this, are we? I really don't like going up the top here because, yeah, this tends to happen. Yeah, that's not good enough. That's a shame. We'll keep doing squad till we get there. Am I just getting egged on about my voice now until we like a young yeah situation? Just like, oh yeah, your voice good on YouTube, man. You should do voice acting. Okay, well I'm in Hollywood already. That's fine. Let's do it. Why not? Yeah, yeah. I not so much, but maybe we can. To be honest, I did get some soundproofers in here a little while back ago. Maybe we can create a sound booth for doing like voice recording. Wouldn't cost that much. But I know Steve Downs, who does Master Chief for Halo, in his basement has his own separate recording studio just so he could do the recording for Halo, I think. Might be when COVID was on, or just so he could do it at home. That would be nice, but I gotta justify the expense if I'm gonna do that, you know? Part of my job at the moment, like I say, I gotta pay the bills somehow. I don't stream all the time. Is to do media stuff and tech stuff and content. It's kind of content creation, but I'm showing other people how to do it, and it might be better if I did some of it, you know, in some ways. But yeah, that's a whole other thing. Doing voice acting is very different as well because you really have to capture personality and intentions, right? There's a lot to it, really. So it's not as easy as just going up and just doing the voice. You know, a bit of thought needs to go into it beforehand. So I'd love it if I had, if Andy, well, I probably know this dude, but if you had a Brian Blessed voice. That dude has a huge belly and an even louder laugh, and booming voice. I'd love it if I could do that. Alright, let's hope we don't get stuck underneath it. A goddamn mushroom again this time. Too many mushrooms in video games, man. There's gotta be something else. Where the hell did he come from? I'm gonna say that's a bit of lag or decent going on there, because that person just kind of appeared out of nowhere. No idea where I'm going. Somewhere ahead. Oh man, I hate this stage. It felt like, it's an improvement, it's different this time. Now it's just getting annoying. I never wanted Smurfs in my Sonic anyway. Yeah, but I was going to run on top of the pack at the moment. You're making me think of Banzai now, Andy, but yeah, that's a different genre. Possibly. The worst one is my Beavis voice. Beavis and Butthead, I can do that pretty well, but I don't want to do it. I feel like I should move on from that at that point, really, as well. But everyone said I was like, oh, yeah, you pretty much got that impression spot on, but jeez. I think it comes out right in my head. I don't think it comes out right, like, out of my mouth. In my mind. I absolutely like a bit of stand-up comedy as well. And one of the Summer of Sonic conventions, we actually had an act who tried to do video game stand-up comedy. Definitely unique. Andy might remember this actually. It wasn't me, in case you were. Sadly, I don't think it worked because I think there's a certain way of doing video game comedy, and I don't think stand-up like that is necessarily how that works. I think that was 20. Hang on, Andy, let me think. It's either 2011 or 2012. 2011, because 2012 was Brian. So. Oof. Rough going tonight. Because I don't want to say who it is. Could make its way back to them. And it's not like they did a bad job of it. I just don't think they had the right crowd or setting, so... Yeah. And we know that, like, there's certain ways of video game comedy coming across, like Angry Gamer, you know, that's quite a cliche now. I don't even think that's a thing more or less these days as well, but a lot of YouTubers took it on board to do the Angry Gamer persona, so... Well, this is why we have streaming and other things, so we less family friendly events. Oh yeah, so yeah, Julian K, who did this machine and did it for Shadow, they came on board and did played, but the downside to that is that they didn't come on board and play any of the Sonic the Hedgehog songs. And this was known in advance by the stage manager, I'm pretty certain, but obviously just went ahead. But I distinctly remember being outside the venue while they were performing, and we're outside, a couple of us like, that's going to be a rough crowd to go back into, but we have to go and do that in a minute. Thankfully they weren't too annoyed, but disappointed would be a bit of an understatement, I feel, so... Yeah. You were in backstage, security. And Gareth was like, this is fucking awkward. Yeah, it was awkward is an understatement. You know, it's just... We're at a Sonic specific convention and we get bands to come and they don't do the Sonic thing they did before. It's just... They just want to come to plug their own stuff, and it just feels like, well, you're sellouts and you're just here for one reason only. Like, at least play one of your songs. It may have been that. It may have also been down to licensing agreements. Like, the only reason I can think of is that Sega wouldn't let them play it, or because it was part of a record deal. You know, like the original Sonic game, like the band Dreams. I forget the name now. I really shouldn't forget the name. But how the Sonic 1 music is very strangely licensed, in the same way the Sonic 3 music is strangely licensed because Michael Jackson's involved with it. They say he isn't. He is, clearly. Just don't want to admit it legally. Yeah. So there might have been a licensing thing going on there as well. That might be the other reason. The other reason is they're just self-serving and just wanted to plug their album, or the studio had some issue with it. I don't know, but it may not entirely be their fault is what I'm saying, but... Because where I brought that up with people who run the convention, they were like, it wasn't entirely down to that. It was a while ago, we discussed this though, so... Don't want to rattle off all the Summer Sonic stories in one stream as well. Because there are quite a few, but I feel like we're getting through a few of them at this rate. Now you've heard about some of the stories, buy my book and read them in full. It's alright, it's an ebook and an audiobook, fine. Right, can the squad make some progress this time? Can we make it to the final and win? FastFeet got a carry. Probably. Wait for it, wait for it. Nope. Someone didn't hit me. Hey! Get off! Man, that's frustrating. Need the reaction speeds there. Oh, come on, I get stunned just before the rail. Mash, 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 mash. Third. Always happy to finish in the top 3. Yeah, so we were making the Sonic, Sega Sonic TV show. That's what we called it, Sega Sonic TV, way back when. And that is something that was kind of difficult to put together, but the whole idea was to make like a 30-minute show, have some news. It mainly featured fan music videos, and this is the days before YouTube and copyright and all that sort of stuff, so no one really cared. But it was cool to have those things in. We'd then put commercial breaks in and then have commercials from Sonic games too, so it was all heavily Sonic themed. I think everyone quite liked that. It ended up inspiring a few other different Sonic communities and sites to start doing their own thing as well. And I know of them, and one of them actually lives in the same town as I do. So, so we only made 6 episodes, and we were going to make a DVD out of it. That's how long ago it was. But that didn't end up coming out. I think the idea was we were going to start doing streaming stuff, streaming content to go over. It ended up being quite a task for someone. Our team that was quite small, was only like a few of us really looking at it. And the technology was very new. Again, pre-Twitch. We were finding out the technology and how to do things, so. But we were looking at how streaming could be achieved to make a TV channel live at the same time, so it kind of uses similar technology to what Twitch does now, or what Twitch was before it became Twitch. So, yeah, you can actually go and watch Sega Sonic TV episodes if you want a bit of, I would say probably a bit of cringes in there, no doubt, but a bit of nostalgia and older Sonic media and community media. I'd like to think it's professional what we put together. Oh, I know where I'm going. But yeah, that's where the terrible chili dog cooking recipe special came from. So we did other bits sometimes as well, so. Supposed to be knocking off the players, aren't I? That's so cool though. I start lamenting and talking about stuff sometimes. Okay, thank you for another hydrate, Tangy. I shall do so. What we'll do is non-alcoholic, of course, but instead of hydrate, we'll have blue liquid, red liquid, purple liquid. All right, orange juice, watermelon juice, some purple stuff, some sunny tea. The hell is the purple stuff? Clearly, the stuff from the chemical plant zone. And where else would it come from? If only we could go to Hydrocity City. Although technically these dudes, the boss is in Sonic 2 as well, so. But I think I mostly remember them being in Hydrocity? Maybe I'm remembering that wrong. I'm gonna get punished now. Ow, ow. Really getting punished now. Well, we got to the final round, but we... Come on, team! He sounds like getting his ring sucked away in the meantime. I got sucked to death. We weren't massively far off either, which is a shame. Blue raspberry. You just... Yeah, see, what we'll do is, summer's coming up, so instead of getting, like, the freeze pop or ice pops, we're just gonna, like, take the fluid out of it and just put it in, like, a glass and just see what it tastes like. It sounds like that could be iffy. Right. Right, well, let's keep going for now. Let's see how much more time we got in the squad, because we've been going now for nearly 3 hours. So yeah, like I said, we used to do streams for, anyway, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. We do quite a while. Not as long as others, but like that's like a full work day to do a stream, basically. But, you know, we're having fun playing games. Why not keep the stream going and keep, you know, sharing the fun and having fun? And this is the best part about streaming, is that not only do you get to play the games, you get to share it with, you know, a community of people who like the game, who like watching the stream, and they're like-minded and cool people. So yeah, it's all good all around, really. So yeah. But alas, I don't think we're going to quite get to the same level as doing like a 7, 8 hour stream tonight. It's pushing it a bit much, really. So we'll do a few more, I think, really, and then maybe we're gonna have to go on the hunt for a raid. I think see what else we can see what else can be invaded. I mean, I've got a few people on here, so. So obviously you've come from Miss Purple TV and Static and a couple of the other channels as well, but yeah, they're off now obviously, so I can't raid you into them later on. So unless they suddenly come on. Andy raided us too, so everyone's sort of raided into here now. So So we've got one of our crew from the old Halo days who's currently playing Red Dead Redemption, so maybe later on we'll go that way. Or we'll see who's playing Sonic Rumble. I would say it makes more sense if we could find someone who's playing Sonic Rumble. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, and I'm open to any suggestions when we do raids, because when it comes down to it, I'd rather you guys want to go somewhere you can have something interested. I'm too accommodating as a host is what I'm trying to say. Whether we're playing custom games and I'm hosting, because I was always hosting in the old days. Always one of the best, my guess. I should run a freaking restaurant or a hotel or something. I feel like it'd be very accommodating. Thanks for the message, just Andy, just some Andy. If people ever call you just Andy and you're like, I'm not just Andy, excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop so I can actually replenish some hydration, or I'm just gonna have to stop. We don't want that, so. Agent Stone. We've got an Agent Stone. Okay. Not the Agent Stone, but we've got an A Agent Stone, so. Not an image I want particularly to have Robotnik bottom behind me with a rainbow coming out of it, but, you know, such is life. I'm getting distracted by the comments in chat now. But yeah, we'll jazz it up a bit soon, so. So I know why I'm looking forward to doing some more of this stream, because we are going to have some improvements, but the same voice, the same entertaining banter, I hope, will still be here, so we've always got that to look forward to. But just improve the visual aesthetic somewhat, so it looks nice. So. There it is, that, my kingdom. I also used to do video game reviews, so I get a bit critiquey of certain things in games and sometimes other things too. But I try not to be, because people were like, "Oh, it's so critical and being negative about it," and it's just like, we need to make it better. But it's hot air, isn't it? Really, because it's not like I'm speaking to the devs half the time. So. I gotta look at how much longer time we've got going with the crew side of things. See how much more time we've got. Cool. Right. Yep. Load. So as evening wanes on, I hope you've been enjoying the stream. And like I said, we've got plenty of other content. You can check us out every week here, and you can also check us out on YouTube and in Discord if you want to join us. Thank you everyone who's been following tonight. It's really appreciated. I'm glad we got some new fans of the Twitch channel, and there's some more viewers to come check things out soon. So yeah, maybe we'll have to do a voice video or something soon, you know. Run a poll for it and then the YouTube. Don't know where that comes from as well, but yeah. Timing. Hummel chicken. Oh, this is gonna be close. Come on, send the star. Come on. Oh, man. That must have been pretty close. Crikey, McBlimey. So, not too bad again, like, wins, like, in a normal ring challenge, but, oh, the crew's really rough going. Defeat times 1.5. Oh, seems really generous for some reason. 57 minutes. So yeah, plenty of time. When's the daddy arc coming back? Did it ever end? Technically, is the question there, I think. I was just thinking, like, was there a beginning, middle? There was no end technically. Did we have more than one thing going for? Because an arc's like 2 or 3 things. The trouble is, the daddy video sounds like a bit of a sore thumb on the channel now compared to what's there. So I don't know. It's becoming a bit of a smorgasbord of things. So. Oh jeez, is it getting a bit? Is it getting a bit bad? Is it definitely a bit of a hydration required? Hydration. Complete. Maybe we just get one of those like beer hats that Americans have, and it just drip feeds hydration through and stuff. Yeah, easy peasy, you know. But yeah. Andy, just Andy. I see your messages. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I feel really bad about leaving messages unattended as well. Maybe it's just a sort of I gotta reply back to people as soon as I can, you know. So. But I was like, yeah, you're streaming. How can you multitask? I'm like, I can, but just probably not very well. Go squad, come on. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I always want to do game reviews. So my plan, I was going to do some streaming of games and things I actually wanted to actually do a main channel video on. So I actually like do some actually more curated, focused content on the YouTube channel, so I can actually make some episodes or something. So I just need to sort of get myself hooked up to do that, and then yeah, more content I can make. It'll be good. Except that started off with the Sega Sonic TV stuff a long time ago, but lots of stuff happened in between that, like YouTube showing up, so. I wouldn't mind it if we could. Alright, I like cats, but I do wish we could do something to prevent them from causing issue here. Get out the way, everyone! Worst part is when you just get knocked down and then you have no way of coming back at people. Save the attack for a bit. Oh, Godzilla today. First, if for change, that'd be nice. There's clearly a quick way on the left there to go through that. I don't know what it is. See, I knew that. Getting a bit rusty now as the stream's getting on. Let's see. Where are we at? Like I've been waiting like 20 years for the last episode. Well, actually, technically that's not true. We did make an episode around 2010, I think, so it's probably more like 60. Hey, we could keep doing the Sega Sonic TV. Feels like it's a bit of an archaic format now, considering like most people are watching stuff in 60-second bursts at most, you know. But guess we could do some shorts for it, you know. So the fans are starving. Well, it was some legit interest to actually watch, have the DVD or watch it. So, but obviously that was quite some time ago. So. It's just at a certain point we were doing a lot of different things, so I think we got spread a bit thin in terms of the Sonic content we were doing. We were doing like downloads of all the music and video for Sonic stuff. We were doing the TV show. We were trying to make an animated series as well. We had music video people going on, and we had DJs. Anything that was Sonic or sort of media oriented. We were trying to create these studios so people could make all this original content. Meanwhile, everyone's kind of off doing it on YouTube anyway, so I think rather than being part of, you know, a known Sonic website, it was just people just went off and started doing their own thing, so I totally get that in some ways. Time was changing. But we pioneered stuff, so yeah, it was cool to be part of that. And maybe we can still provide something still, so. Let's see. 60 hydrates. People have died hydrating themselves in video games. Seriously, legitimately, that has happened. Don't ask me how. Love doing that. It's just a bit of tennis back and forth. Worst part is you can go back and watch those episodes, and yeah, you can see young me from a while back. This is how old it is. There weren't flat screen monitors and stuff, so yeah, a little while ago. But yeah, seeing all the ins and outs of the community in that meantime. Jeez. Oh, that's right. Someone to get back to me about. A lot's been happening in the last 3 hours, so. Anyway, yeah, we'll probably wrap up soon now, I think, because, yeah, it's getting on. And I think about time we get you to someone who's fresh on the stream. I mean, we used to do, like, radio shows more than 3 hours, and I don't know, like, I always read it, like, the average streamer will do, like, 2 or 3 hours if they're just doing, like, one of their weekly shows sort of thing, so. But hey, to each their own. Everyone does what they want, what feels right. But yeah, it's getting a little late here now, so. We can just work these two. Or three. Come on. Alright, well. I don't think we've got anything to worry about. I think we might actually win one finally. Nice. Yeah, I like that little gap at the end there. Finally. It doesn't feel like it should be that hard to do. It didn't used to be that hard. What happened in the meantime? Nice, I will relish that for a little bit. The Sonic CD ending video on our channel surpassed the Shadow video. It got marked for kids though. Yeah, this was a problem, unfortunately. So, the Sonic CD video we got is really popular because the Sonic 4 movie is coming out. But last year, YouTube thought, oh, this is getting really popular, this video. But this is for kids because it's a Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon. It's the intro to the Sonic CD, the USA version. For context. And yeah, I disputed it, but it's very hard to say, hey, this Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon character, that's an adult thing. And they're like, yeah, no, that's clearly kids could be watching that. So. But it is and isn't meant for kids because the Sonic fandom's so broad, but that's not how Google sees it, so... Yeah. I wish we could, but I feel like that wouldn't be getting us anywhere, so... Well, the Shadow video is M-Flow, which is a J-pop band. And yeah, some of the things they use in lyrics, I think that'd be adults only. Just not in that one. So yeah, they seem to just arbitrarily just pick videos and go, yeah, well that's just for kids, that one. What about the other 5 videos that are basically the same thing? Whatever, we don't care. It doesn't have as many views. They're still quite as popular, but yeah. I don't know. I wish we could, like, get it not marked for kids, because then it would pick up a bit, but yeah. It has moments, because obviously still the Sonic 4 movie's coming out. I think we'll try and make some original content for the Sonic 4 movie, in the sense, I wanted to do a face-off against the Sonic CD intros. The Japan and Europe one versus the USA one. Which one's better, and why? And a couple of intricacies. And maybe look at some of the comments about it too. Because I have a personal preference. I ain't gonna say which one it is, but... They've both got their own style, but yeah, it would be interesting to explore in a video, perhaps, really. I don't think it'd be the longest video, but it'd be something to put a couple of bits and pieces together. And as the Sonic 4 movie coming out next year, would be good timing for it, perhaps, so we'll see them. But we're more like an archive a lot of the time, just showing off some of the older content, but maybe some original stuff. I have found we're also going to do some Sonic music videos, in the sense that you can find like the Sonic music online for now, but we're going to make something really cool looking to accompany the Sonic 1 soundtrack, the Sonic 2 soundtrack, and so forth. And I found that in a very interesting way of producing and putting together some really cool visuals, so that's something else I'm looking at. So Common Pie, I think, is a lot of pies. We'll see what comes of this over the next few months, so yeah. All right, we got our squad win there, so I'm happy now. We're gonna do one more ring survival for the road, and then I think we're gonna end the stream there for now. It's been fantastic having you all here, guys. Like, I hope you've been enjoying yourself, and like I say, if you've been liking what you've been watching this evening, next time, Ron, come say hi. If you want to come join the Discord, like I say, more than welcome. But yeah, like I say, hit us up with a follow, and then you'll be notified next time we're on. Usually the weekend, though. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I'd like to have you on board again as well. So yeah, we'll have a look at that in a second, though. But for now, final round, start! Man, I really hope I don't wake up my neighbors. They've probably got tomorrow off, so it's probably not all bad, but it's easy. Might be a good reason to soundproof the place, huh? Donate to the channel now so we can soundproof the place. Geez, that'll be a lot of donations. We're not talking like a new mic or something. Jeez, that's a lot going on. I like this one. Can we do the... Oh, what happened to the ice physics there? That kind of didn't happen. See, I hate getting the wins later in the evening because that makes me think, oh, there's less people playing, and the only reason I won It's because it's later on, but I should just shut up and just take the wins. Kirby fan. Oh, psh, denied. I think we got to ease. Didn't quite go in the right direction for that. Was that a metal penguin in the back? Yeah, I suppose they are metal penguins. Oh yeah, that giant thing? Yeah, that's just a giant penguin. That's not a robot. And maybe next time we'll do a stream a little bit earlier, maybe. See if we can go on like just a little bit. Because if I'm streaming, it's gonna be like probably like 5 hours before now, or something like that. I would say so. So I'm just gonna have a little look-see over here. Yeah, and if we're doing a bit more Rumble, I need to get myself on the creators list, but I gotta get my parents so I can get permission first. Apparently. So yeah, I don't know what that's about. My weeks have been filled with all the paperwork lately, so I want more of it. Oof. Speared. Jeez, that took long enough. Oof, right. Yeah. I'll do some shopping next week, so we've got like some extra hydration options or something. Well, like Andy, you've done the whole like become a creator on like Sonic Rumble, so like you know what that process is like. But for some reason, when I set it up, it was just like, yo, you need parents' permissions. So, what did I do? You know, shall I go to Sega and just go, dude, what the hell? I've been on your press list before. Like, excuse me, I'm offended. Yeah, I gotta put that on the channel sometime. I do have an old video of like some of my old merch from Sonic stuff. I just did a video recording of it one day, so I have to see what that looks like. But don't get me wrong, I'm not like a massive collector or anything like that. I do like some merch, but I like getting certain things quite special, quite unique. But I don't get everything. It's quite not very often I will get something quite rare. Like if you know that Sonic X Shadow Generations Collector's Edition, the limited run games. If you're ever familiar with that, yeah, we try getting one of those. A year and a half later, we get a refund. Because limited run games are awful. And I don't think I need to be like even part of like the streamer partner thing for this necessarily, but I do streams. It would be nice to have the thing, you know. But hey! Let's be clear about something. I'm daddy. Sega would be like business daddy, if anything, possibly. You know, they ain't the daddy though. Right. I think that will do us for tonight. So chat, if you've got any recommendations for anyone you think deserves a raid, or you want us to move the stream over there, let us know. Otherwise, I think I'm going to pop you over to my good friend War Dancer, who's playing Red Dead Redemption 2. An amazing game. So if you're not familiar with it and want to see it, just imagine Grand Theft Auto, but set in the West, and has a good story to it. I haven't played it yet, I'm waiting to play through it, but I have seen a good chunk of it. And yeah, it looks like it's a very good game. Because honestly, like, I would be getting you to raid some of the other guys you've come from, but everyone's finished, so. But we're building a bit of a ring here on Twitch now as well, and we're reconnecting the dots with the Sonic community, so. Yeah. We'll hopefully have more people as well. There is another channel I can recommend you to, but they're quite a big one, so I don't think it's fair that they go over there. So yeah. Like I said, I think we've covered the YouTube channels. But if you haven't, check them out in the About section of Twitch. All the info if you want to find out more about FastFeet's mix, become part of the mix, you'll find it all there. And if you want to hear more of the fantabulous voice, so I've been told, this is not me saying fantabulous voice, this is chat saying fantabulous voice. But come check us out next weekend. We'll be back with more streams. And some of the VODs will be on the YouTube channel in the next couple of days when I get around to uploading them and sorting them. But yeah, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Like, you come from a raid and you go to someone else's channel, you never know what you're in for as well. So for you guys to hang around, like, I really appreciate that, and that's really cool that you wanted to chill out, just watch what we've been playing, and talking all kinds of random nonsense. Hopefully next time it'll be a bit more, a little less, hey, this happened in the past, and just shooting the shit, talking about everyday stuff a bit more and Sonic stuff, so why not? Well, I aim to entertain. I've been doing it for quite some time now. Maybe we'll put some Sega Sonic TV on next time. How about that? Get a 4-gal quart of like water for next time or something. Get American units of water. That's just how much, you know. Yeah. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, BT. Thanks, Tangy, for popping in and lending a hand. Particularly with the hydration, no doubt. So. Right. Just give me a sec. Fing. Because I don't like to just end streams, especially if we've got a few of us. It's nice for you guys to go off and check out something else. Something I would recommend. We'll pop in and say hello to Ward also. So yeah. Alright guys. Thanks very much once again. And I will catch you next time hopefully. Have a good week. Enjoy it and check out War Dancer. Good buddy of ours, known him for quite a long time, and he does do streaming regularly too. So yeah, check out his bizarre adventure. Bye! Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bye. Thanks guys, bye.